as long as you cross that finish line on national television first.
One of the things that I thought was really interesting, because we have come so far from it, like there were certain genre expectations that I have now watching newer movies where I'm like, oh, there's going to be a bunch of Karens in town. Everybody's going to hate this kid. This kid's a punk. That wasn't true in this movie. And that wasn't true of a lot of movies of the time. This movie was about the community coming together to help this kid. You know, you have the old lady at the very beginning saying like, well, what about our local writers?
Yeah,
that wouldn't happen today.
In the town hall meeting, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and even at the very beginning, everybody was kind of for these kids.
Only missed it by 5 minutes, crew.
Yeah, I know.
Some people didn't like the way that their newspaper got delivered. Most people did. You know, it's like everybody loved these kids. Back in the 80s, we understood who the bad guys were. The bad guys were the corporations. And I want to tie this to something that I saw in the news recently. Delta has now recently come out with like, they're using AI to increase the price of flights.
Yeah, as you search.
As you search.
Is that even legal?
Right now, the technology is really ahead of the law. Right now, there's no regulation stopping airlines from charging you more just because you booked on an iPhone in a wealthy zip code.
Corporations are the bad guys. And we knew this in the 80s. Now corporations have kind of taken over. They control what movies get made. And so now all of a sudden corporations aren't so bad. Other people are the bad guys. We knew what was up.
What do you mean we? We were children.
Gen X sort of understood.
I think that it was a lot easier back then to not be as unilaterally jaded so that every piece you had to do was about a political position or something else, where this was just about people being people. And you saw there was the cop, right? Big handlebar mustache, but and chasing him when he was doing a little bit of wrong, but kind of, you know.
Yeah, he like even early, he winks at him. He's like, well, you know.
Yeah, the old guy who's mad that he's getting his, coffee knocked over from the throwing, right? Like every one of those was like a curmudgeon, different type of person, but they all were aligned, I would say then, like what the American dream, like
100%, because it wasn't, it's not that it was about corporations being bad, it was about communities being good. And I don't know that we see those messages as much anymore. I kind of miss it.
I think when you do, it almost gets like shit on.
Agreed. Because it's like
so
80s nostalgia.
It's like, well, what was the point then? Or there's too many of these people, and you're like, it was just a movie.
Right.
Like, can't a movie just be a movie too? Like, I mean, we're talking about geopolitics about Rad. I mean, it was a bicycle movie where the corporate company came in, and even the guys who ran the corporations like gave up eventually. And Bart Taylor, right? He was like, all right.
But how awesome was that? I love it when like the bad guy turns out to like not be the bad guy and is honorable. And it's like in a way, Bart's to me the most interesting character, because he's like, I just wanna have it out with the best. Whoever the best is, let's fight.
That's Apollo Creed in Rocky. Like, he gave the little guy a shot and was like, nah, like, let's not do this. Let's actually fight. Like, that's the same kind of thing. And I think that's like just a piece of honor. You don't want to cheat. You don't want to do it. Today it's like win however you can. Right. There's like, no, beat the best.
Right. So being a guy who didn't see the movie until recently, I was struck by like,
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.